什么我只是摸一摸，不小心就10点半了？今天实况时间已经过一半去了，干嘛啊？那个受作，你是不是该出来说明一下多棒？这2款还蛮愤的，不要碰。这是敲枪前的建议，还是敲枪后的建议？就是哦，没有啊，敲枪后叫你不要买一款，没有，我其实不确定，在这个情况下到底是敲枪前的比较好，还是敲枪后的比较好。反正不要买了，反正那2款不要，那2款不要买。昨天玩到哪里？昨天应该是已经这里的任务都完成，然后要回去卖情报了。对，我现在要先想办法走出这个地方。Go!
We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
哇，真快！
Take someone to watch your back, please.
来哦，来哦，来哦！冲，回去找。
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh?
回去找奶奶泡茶，吃饼干喽。今晚和家人胖胖一下，看三小。
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway? You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do. What's that? Speak up now. What'd you turn up? My stars, what a find. Fine picking like this deserves an equally fine payout. Go on, dearie. And don't spend it all in one place.
当时他有跟我说，只要改变一下分子结构，是可以当火箭燃料。所以很多方面来讲，我没有骗人。
Pardon me, sweetheart. My old ears must have misheard you. Did you say Raptidon? Gracious, someone must have hauled them off Monarch. Naughty, naughty.
Naughty,
A couple
naughty.
of folks around here might pay a fair few bits for this. Might even be able to start a bidding war.
水啦！
Bless your slippery little fingers. Isn't that just a shame? Prototype schematics go for a fair handful of bits around here.
这两个就算了吧。
Are you positive? Honest to goodness? Can't say I wasn't hoping for more, but I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie. Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit anytime. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
对啊，我的说服目前也才60而已。就算我把身上其他有的东西穿起来也弄不了，算了。好，直接买。这是什么？
Gracious. I was just sitting down for tea. Fantastic. Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to acquire. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the sublight offices. She's a dear. You'll love her. Now, was there
什么
anything
？She's
else?
a deer，它是一只鹿。
Anytime, sweetheart. You know,
This is
I'm
how
gonna be able to set foot on a whole other planet. I know Monarch's a moon. I think it counts anyhow.
Monarch is a wretched hive of terrorism and anarchy. We'd best top off our ammo stock before we leave.
啊，目前的任务，先带他去酒吧借酒浇愁。
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner? Okay, so what are we drinking?
干！
You're the expert? Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper. Oh, no, that's on account of my not being able to sleep lately. Makes my hands all twitchy, you know? I've just been lying awake, thinking about what Junlei said, and feeling my heart shake. Oh, beer. I guess, yeah, I can do that. Beer can be good. I bet. Bottoms up.
Welcome to a favored pastime of the common masses, Ms. Holcomb. I myself don't imagine you'll care for the flavor.
Ah, this tastes like the underside of a boot. People drink that for fun? Oh, Captain. I'm pining for Junlei something fierce. What am I doing? Specifically. Definitely specifically. Oh, why'd I drink that? I mean, just with Junlei. I don't know what to do about us. Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all. I don't know, I'd call it sensual. That's a lot. It did. Oh dear, I hadn't really... Oh my goodness. And I told you?
As an avid reader and collector of rare tomes, I believe I ought to have a look at this specimen of literary self-expression.
It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her? I just got a lot of feelings, Captain, and they're all climbing up my throat. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve.
说到酒的味道，听说 Jack Daniel 喝起来是甜的，有一股巧克力的味道。
Come on, Captain. I'm here to drink. Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little woozy. Hydration, here I come.
Good call. It's best to proceed.
补充水分，我来了。等一下，那边是我的乌龙茶。
Shush you. Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but I'm so scared. Everything? I got a solar system's worth of terrifying questions swirling around my head. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me? There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. That's... well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not? Of course. Wouldn't you be? Huh. I'd never thought of it that way. I wonder what June's afraid of being rejected for. She seems perfect to me. Maybe those are just my rose-ish colored goggles talking. To be strong like her. Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts. I suppose so, but I want to be my best self for her. A good person, worth caring for. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just... wow. So much to think about. Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should? All right. There's no need to strip your screws over it. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just as soon as we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Eventually. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain.
Well, it's not like I could be elsewhere. Nor am I capable of neglecting a wayward lamb in need of guidance.
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? I wish there was a place we could all live quiet together. Come on, let's go.
任务更新，带他回到飞船上。现在再去找那一个合法海盗 ，Sublight。 等一下
And potatoes at C&P.
Okay.
You know our C&P.
哼。
You weren't followed, were you? I hope not. Sure is. Welcome aboard, contractor. One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you. When the board pulled out of Monarch, they buried or sealed anything they couldn't carry off-world. Apparently, one of Catherine's teams uncovered an abandoned lab with full tanks of Alta Vitae gas.
啊？好，长生器。
It's exactly 1 million bits per cubic meter.
What
Before
the
you get too
fuck?
excited, the only thing rarer than Alta Vitae gas is a reliable buyer. Dangerous stuff. Acid for the nuclein in your cells. It's no good to anyone outside of a lab.
Ah, yes.
Oh my
Alta
God.
Vitae. I knew someone who inhaled it by accident. I'd never seen anybody spontaneously combust before.
I see your friend here is the brains of the operation. Good. Every salvage crew needs one. A few of my contractors run flights in there and out again, working around with the board embargo. We keep the community lubricated with a steady supply of booze and unconventional erotica. Byzantium kids
非
get more
常
money
规
than
的
sex
色
and
情
thanks
作品，
Sublight
我
for
知
their
道了，
big
受本。
time.
怎么个非常规法？我是帮我朋友问的。
One of my guys filmed a raptidon grinding on an automech. Didn't end well for anyone, including the cameraman.
这是什么 protogen 的制造过程？糟糕，我觉得跟我讲的东西好像有点相反。这个时候是不是该说，嘿，这种片我好像看过？
Now get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook. One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood?
Copy that.
Don't go looking for anything, except salvage. You'll do fine.
Well, that set me at ease. 好，这里已经没有我们的任务了，这里已经没有我们的 Let
事
us
了。
take heed that we are not caught bending the law. I am not keen on another long-term penitentiary assignment.
这里没有我们的事了，我们现在要前往另一个地方。
C&P Borstworth. It's not the worst unless it's worse.
Were you really in jail, Mr. Max? And you were our vicar?
Yes, but as I've repeatedly said, I was assigned there as a vicar. I was not a prisoner.
I just can't believe you'd lie.
I was not lying. It had no bearing on my ability to minister to my flock, and was therefore not worth mentioning.
他没有说谎啊，他有对我说哦。
As always, I am at your disposal. Anything you'd like to discuss?
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you. He seems like a nice boy to me. I'm glad you gave him a shot. Yeah, but I got a good feeling about him, is all. I mean, sure, he's a bit rough around the edges. I bet he just needs somebody to show him a better path. That's not exactly what I'm saying.
Heard from the lasses down on 22.
犯罪小帮手。聊天时间到。
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. And I don't feel it today. I guess that water must have worked. I'm glad I had you looking out for me. I messaged Junlei when we got back, and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos.
有什么很有意思的错字吗？
Oh, she called mashed potatoes smashed potatoes, but I think maybe that's just what they call them on Groundbreaker.
哦，
I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises. Oh, isn't she sweet? Like one of those two-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal and, I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, thanks for taking me out, Captain.
搞定。感情辅导师。好，跟威尔斯通话。
Impeccable timing, Captain. I was about to watch the latest episode in Halcyon
Dun
Heaven's
dun.
thrilling serial adventure.
傻小。What？ 该不会是我们？哦，哦，这个是 DLC。哦，如果是 DLC 的话，我们现在等级还不够，我们不要解比较好。他有建议等级。
Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells? I don't believe so, Captain.
救命！
Transmission incoming.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch. No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps? You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
加的经验值有够多，等一下跳出去又升级了。
Come see me in my lab. I'll answer any questions you have. Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you. 技能，专长。静音武器造成的伤害增加。请问近战武器算不算一种静音武器？杀死一个敌人后回复生命值。
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
拿那一把科学武器看看。
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it! Blast, that's loud. I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since... in fact, I've never had a visitor.
这里居然铺了一个 welcome 的垫子，然后旁边特别写了请先擦脚。
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout. Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals. Of course. What's on your mind? Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper. No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Wells. I'm Parvati Holcomb.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts.
博士，你是不是社恐？
Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy. Oh, fine. As long as you're vouching for their character and they aren't touching things. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. You're a talented scientist, after all. Our kind has always been incredibly popular. Yes, indeed, well done. Also, you still haven't spontaneously liquefied, which pleases me immensely. Progress.
看，来，缩小射线枪。
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
猪，糟糕，丑的很可爱耶！天哪！我相信应该没有几个人不会想到蚁人的那一把枪吧？哎。 特殊效果虚弱。 啊，斯库拉的科学武器，斯库拉找舰长。斯库拉，去看一下吧。
Destination reached. Scylla.
他根本不用想办法去复制皮姆粒子，那一把枪本身就够威了。这里的名字啊。
This is real space, isn't it? Empty and silent. Never thought I'd see the like. I'd look up at night, but...
Can't walk 5 meters without stubbing your toe on a loose rock here.
先来看一下，先来解这个人命关天。我来看看，这是个小地方。先确认一下哈，这个任务的叙述说明是制走机械体的那一个，对。
Go.
Go!
Oh, 痛！
This is a monument to man's intelligence and strength.
Seems pointless, though. You gotta leave it on forever. And the pylons. Else the air just drifts off.
我刚才在想说，为什么这里会有大气层？原来就是用这种东西固定搞出来的，也太可怕了吧！目前这个地方的生活圈。
We are victorious.
刚刚那只就算变小了，还是很大只。 个应该可以。哦。
Outlaw. You know, you didn't have to shoot me down if you wanted an autograph.
Shut up now, and you might get out of this alive. Can we hurry this up? I want that ship gutted before the primals find.
OK， 看起来他是惹上麻烦了，没错。我还想说他们是不是要串通做一些事情，还是什么？不是。
I've got a daring escape. You are gonna love it.
Physical activity discouraged. Multiple injuries detected. Would you like another suppository for the pain?
Way to kill the mood. I'm fine. Perfectly fine. Save your meds for these ruffians once I'm done with them.
Symptoms of delusion detected. Administering medication.
You get that thing away from me. Override. Here we go.
That's the last of them.
Oh, oof.
Tremendous work, friend. Here I was readying a daring maneuver, and you've come and saved me the trouble.
Symptoms detected. Elevated heart rate. Dilated pupils. Increased sweat production. Subject appears to be terrified.
I'm not terrified, you bucket of bolts. That's victory sweat. The one and only. Wait, who's asking? Wanda didn't send you, did she? I wager she told you to say that, the sly old bird. I swear, land on Groundbreaker even a moment tardy, and that busybody's already been up your ass an hour. You tell her these automechs are coming, and sending a hired stooge to rescue me from certain peril only furthers my delay. No offense. Meds, I'm guessing. Pirates love bits, and unlabeled meds are worth a bundle. Supposed to be for the Groundbreaker, but getting shot tends to hinder one's delivery plans. Well, I've got some repairs to do. Thankfully, I'm as skilled a mechanic as I am a violence resolution expert. Then, to the Groundbreaker. Better late than never, I say. Unless you're very late. Then you might consider defaulting and skipping station. Those fees will bankrupt you. You saved me the cost of ammunition. Thanks, pal.
这任务就这样子搞定了，好吧？斯库拉的科学武器在哪？
What a cozy little mining outpost. Deserted, but quaint.
Wouldn't the quiet get to you? Knowing there's nobody out there? No one at all?
看这里居然爬不上去。哦，哼，里面有死亡爪啊，不是。单手近战攻击力好低，其工作原理和存在理由仍是一个谜。特殊效果正直，单发伤害48×2，是指他一次会打2发出去吗？这么厉害？哇哦！
Heads down.
战力大砍刀。
Salutations. This unit's primary function is excavator. Owner, Hephaestus Mining Corporation. Other functions include dialogue, limited current active commands, excavation. That is all? Negative. The presence or absence of human operators does not impact this unit's assigned directive. This unit achieves perfection by fulfilling its directive.
There's something right soothing about having a job and doing it proper. If you want to keep working, little guy, I say you do it.
Dedication is a virtue. Let's leave the automech to it.
This unit has now exhausted its available library of opinions about excavation. This unit is removing rock matter in search of minerals, metals, and other forms of matter designated valuable. Brevity identified. Affirmative. This unit could discuss excavation at greater length, but does not wish to strain its daily charge. Thank you for your consumer loyalty, Junior Excavator. This unit will store this exchange in its memory banks, always.
总觉得怪可怜的，不过算了。这个地方肯定有什么特别的任务之类的。这个地方，虽然说知道就是被荒废了很久嘛，那这些东西的电怎么用不完呢？被遗弃的采矿前哨站。
This is the simple truth. We are all molecular machines. The body is a collection of atoms. The mind is a consequence of chemical reactions. Therefore, Our lives are predestined along a path that is only visible in retrospect. Life is fated and unstoppable.
I don't know, Mr. Vicker. That seems like quite a leap.
Got a fight on.
能量武器对他没什么用啊。OK， 好吧。
That's the last of them.
Oh! 这一把的伤害才够当现在的狙击枪，但之前的等级太低了。所以这里真的就这样子，就只是来拿个武器，没有其他什么，比如说有趣的线索或事件之类的都没有。已封锁。外国有个26岁的男性，在性侵2个年仅10岁的小女孩后，说突然觉醒成为心理女性，然后被法院判在女性看守所关2年。 OK。
We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
Rizzo's knock you out on a
Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for my mechanical safe return. I can't thank you enough.
成就解除，大家都喜欢我。
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
"成就解除 Something's fishy"， 闻起来有鱼腥味，不是这个意思，是事情有些不对劲。
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right? I knew it. See, I made what you'd call a logical deduction. You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off. Wish more folk could say that. Gets awful quiet guarding a landing pad that never gets used. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-world traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all.
干，你们确诊了吗
Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name.
难怪会说 something fishy， 靠别。
Aw, don't be like that. I never get to do this part. Please. Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so sure about the rules. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill. We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago. Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly. Oh, sure. They make Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell.
Ah, the nostalgic stench of home. Can't say I miss the day-to-day of living in Edgewater.
Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though. Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor? I got this Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in? That's Bertie Holcomb, only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever.
I wonder if he's kin. Dad had family that worked for Rizzo's. I never got to meet them.
Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You been living in a sulfur pit or something? On account of him being the best hacker who ever played, nothing gets by him. He sucks up every ball that comes in.
手冢区知道了。
Whatever you say, I could talk tossball for hours. Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time the punch clock peals, a worker earns his meals.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I thought you were quoting It's a Wonderful Directorate.
God.
Laws. Can't a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace? What I am doing, ma'am, is enjoying the moment. It's so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering masses of this wretched place. This law's forgotten town. Cut off from the rest of the colony. Removed from any culture. I recall when Stellar Bay was a proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's best and all the cereals. Before Sanjar took over MSI and got us all booted. Yes, free to wallow in squalor together. Free to squabble with the iconoclasts over a raptidon-infested hellhole. Look, you're making me melancholy. Is there something you wanted?
Wrap musk and canid eyes, right here.
Ma'am, please, I need your help. I can pay. Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak. Don't you tell me to calm down. I promised my boy I'd protect him for always. But how can I keep him safe if he's run away? He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place like this. Please, can't we help?
Please, won't you go and find my boy? He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers. He should have listened to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me. He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No! And now I just know my boy's run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a manta queen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already.
你够了。
That old settlement, southwest of Stellar Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with the nutty iconoclasts, or that he never made it. Sprats could be nesting in his rotting body alongside the road.
我说你要不要去写恐怖小说？
Or maybe marauders got him, pulled all his teeth out, crushed him into their drugs and made him snort them. Oh, the things that could happen to my sweet baby.
看你刚刚描述的东西听起来都没有你在克鲁玩有点强，你知道吗？
Those low-life degenerates, leading innocent boys into a life of danger. Oh, they make it sound so exciting, like it's noble to risk it all out there fighting for the.
不管你吸了什么东西，我都不想要。
How noble is it to worry your loved ones? Not at all, I say. But still, they preach their sermons of anarchy and rebellion to anyone who'll listen. If they weren't holed up in Amber Heights, I'd knock them all upside the head. Well, I guess I can't ask you to leave the town walls for free. It is deathly dangerous out there. I've got some bits saved up for a rainy day. I'll give you every last one if you just bring my Tucker back to me. I won't even be mad at him running off.
我觉得配音员最厉害的是配完那一整段，然后不能笑。
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
不是之前 Comedy Central 才发布了那个请一群专业声乐家唱那个凯子的妈是个大八婆，然后底下不是就有人说了，最困难的地方不是说服这一些歌手啊这么专业的唱凯子的妈是个大八婆，最难的是找到一群专业歌手来唱凯子的妈是个大八婆，而且过程还不会笑，到底怎么忍？ 哎，这个地方还蛮大的，说。我觉得我可能要先去接这个，因为有可能说海报被偷走了还是怎样，然后我又要到外面去把它找回来。
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir. Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience with such.
是我相信你没有经历过。
Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
你平常就把钱浪费在买暴龙蜥的器官上面。
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really. So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the strong, silent type.
是说，如果我们当时没有把
my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff, and some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
我们当时如果没有把龙蜥麝香卖给老奶奶的话，说不定可以卖给她。
Would you? I'd appreciate that so much. Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask. Just that you met this really nice lady named Celia, and she seemed... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
大概是像这样子吗？
He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs.
God.
It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
这年头不会跳过练腿日的男人可不好找。他在说出来之前，我就猜想他应该不会那样子讲吧，结果他真的就那样子讲。
You think that's what I'm looking for? You're funny. Sorry, sometimes I get carried away. Have you talked to Sebastian yet? You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grimm wore her patience thin a long time ago.
我猜大概8、9不离10是被偷了。
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No, I mean more than usual.
Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry. Did she now? Well, I can see I was mistaken. Because if Catherine really had sent you, there'd be a lot more expletives in your message. I hope you can forgive my temper.
I must admit I didn't think
this
much
job
of
has been
Graham
running
Norton
me raggedly.
First time I laid eyes on him.
First, my autoloader foreman stages a
Looked like
walkout,
a
and now
stiff
my chief
breeze to blow him
eschatological health
over.
manager is missing.
That was my first impression of the man. I could see why some people took him for annoying. He had a walk and a talk that just wasn't normal around here. And boy, did he drink.
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess. We're not keen on rules for rules' sake around here. Means Braxton skips work sometimes, but it also means no company boss is telling me when I can take a shit. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind?
让我想到日本有网友在推特上面说过，说他有精神疾病，然后有很严重的幻听，每天都会听到有人在他的耳朵旁边咒骂他、贬低他，骂很难听的话。有一天他终于受不了了，在脑中想说，如果横竖都是要骂我的话，请你用丁公理会的声音骂我好吗？然后后来骂他的声音真的就变成丁公的声音了，精神上杀伤力为0。
This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell. That about cover it? No. I paid Sublight for it. So it's mine.
Oh!
And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grimm may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money. It's staying locked up in my office until Nell shows with her money. She runs the betting parlor across the way. Nice professional lady. She asked me about the poster once. Just once. Made a real generous offer, too. Damn right it is. Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering. Sure. And once you finish helping me, then we can talk about the poster. Fine by me. Caleb Herrick runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's fishy.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more.
他妈的，英文双关，去你的！
Because we've got a budget, all right? And in case you haven't noticed, MSI doesn't exactly have a lot of spare bits on hand. You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it?
靠别！
I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there. Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the stereobiotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts. We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the salt tuna, fat, and mostly tumor-free. Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a Ground 6 Spacer. Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again? I don't have the bits for it, plain and simple. Besides, if I may...
She's principled, in at least this area. I will begrudgingly give her that.
Thank you. I think. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. For running me ragged while he... Fine by me.
突然就多了几个小任务啊！
有人提到早见的连珠炮的骂法吗？
好了。
って何がかっこいいの？血なんて嫌だよ。痛いだけだよ。クルーのどこがかっこいいの？クレイジーのどこがいいのかわかんない。罪深いって何なの？罪があるのの何がいいの？犯罪者がかっこいいの？そもそも混沌って何？カオス？だから何なの？闇って何？暗ければいいの？正義と悪だとなんで悪がいいの？なんで悪い方がいいの？悪いから悪なんじゃないの？右腕がうずくとなんでかっこいいの？自分の力を制御できない感じがたまらないって何それ？ただの間抜けな人じゃん。ちゃんと制御できる方がかっこいいよ。立派だよ。普段は力を隠していると何がすごいの？そんなのただの手抜きだよ。隠したりしないで全力で取り組む人の方がかっこいいよ。どうして二つかとか異名とかいろいろつけるの？いっぱい呼び名があったって分かりにくいだけじゃん。英語でも何でもカタカナつけないでよ。覚えられないでよ。進行感って書いてレクイエムって読まないでよ。キックって書いてタブーって読まないでよ。聖戦って書いてジハードって読まないでよ。ギリシャ神話とか聖書とか北欧神話とか日本神話とかちょっと調べたくらいでそういう話しないでよ。内容もちゃんと教えてくんなきゃ意味がわかんないよ。教えるならちゃんと教えてよ。神話に出てくる武器の説明されても楽しくないよ。グングニルもロンギヌスもエクスカリバーもデュランダルも雨のブラクモの剣も意味
你记得很清楚不是吗？
かっこいいのか全然わかんない。他の用語も謎なんだよ。現在とか10回とか創世記とか目次録とかアルマゲドンとか名前がいいだろうってどういうこと？雰囲気で感じろとか言われても無理だよ。相対性理論とかシュレディンガーのナコとかバイオ引力とかちょっとネットで調べただけで知ったかぶらないでよ。中途半端に説明されてもちっともわからないでよ。ニーチェとかゲーテの言葉引用しないでよ。知らない人の言葉使われても何が言いたいのか全然わかんないでよ。自分の言葉で語ってよ。お願いだから私がわかること話してよ。中二って何なの？中二ってどういうことなの？わかんないわかんないわかんないわかんないわかんない。ジュン君の言うことは昔から何一つこれっぽっちもわかんないのよ。
靠背，哎，不是最后一段，最后一段把气氛救回来了。
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial Age Mammoths.
你说这段配音是一次搞定的，干鬼啊！
I'd heard they'd gotten a new hacker. Is that why everyone's making such a fuss about you? But what are you doing on Monarch? Maybe we're not so isolated as I thought. So, what can I do for you? Signed by the Black Hole himself. There's no way I could pass that up. Why, did you want to see it? I don't have it yet. I'm waiting on a few customers to pay up before I can give Velma the bits. You really think he'd do that? I never would have figured. It's not worth the risk. Fine. Tell Velma that I don't want the poster anymore. I'll find something else to hang in my shop.
这么轻松。
Graham's always filling the airwaves with this propaganda. Like it's done him any good. All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch.
这么轻松就把这个小任务搞定了。
Smells like wrapped in here. Oh, it does work.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Gosh, this old girl's in a rough way. Even old Bess in Edgewater was in better shape than this.
Hey, you want to try running a cannery with obsolete machinery? You be my guest.
Sorry, ma'am. I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just your flanging apparatus isn't making a strong flange, so your sealer isn't sealing right, and...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Huh. I'll have to try that. Anyway, what do you folks need? Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering. That's a surprise. Tossball being part of her business and all. Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon. Something else on your mind?
Have you had time to check on that poster yet? I keep wondering if it's come in. Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bits I was gonna spend at the bar this week. And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
升级。完成这个任务加的经验可曾不少。我来看看啊，接下来要点什么？好，12点了，先存档，下线，休息，拜拜。